This demonstration is keep up with key updates in your company profile using Desk and Profile Manager. Before we begin, I do want to say that we appreciate you being here, since these programs are optional and discuss best practices for your consideration. If you are thinking of adopting any of the tools or programs discussed, please make sure to review the requirements in your area with your broker or branch manager, including those related to contacting consumers. I do want to highlight the importance of the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, better known as TCPA. The general rules are that it's okay to call people if the person recently gave you their phone number, but remember to check the DNC list regularly if you haven't spoken to that person in a while. You will also want to check the DNC list anytime you don't have permission. Automated calling or texting platforms should never be used. Pre-recorded messages and artificial voices should never be used. You will be personally liable for any violations of the TCPA. I do want to show you how to navigate to and use the Do Not Contact system found within Desk. The first step would be to sign on to Desk. The second step would be to click on the Do Not Contact tile. You can then type in a phone number to be checked, and the results will show federal, state, and anywhere advisor company do not call lists. Today's demonstration will cover MyCBDesk and Profile Manager and how you can access each and what can be done when in that application. Desk functions as an agent productivity suite, giving you access to your most critical company tools and applications. Desk contains the necessary tools to run your real estate business, all from one dashboard, and it can be organized based on your business needs. This technology was built to streamline your work rather than slow you down. Profile Manager is your go-to profile management tool, helping you achieve a more efficient and streamlined data process. In today's demonstration, we will cover navigating the left side menu and key information, organizing the different tiles and applications and customizing their view for your business needs, how to access chat support, where to view company notifications, utilizing the search function, and then utilizing Desk Profile Manager. I'm now going to switch over to the live demonstration. So the first step today will be accessing Desk. And to do that, we're going to navigate on our web browser to mycbdesk.com, enter our Coldwell Banker login credentials, and then we will arrive on this screen. The different tiles that are visible to us represent different Coldwell Banker tools and applications. At the top of the tile, you will see the name of that application. Underneath that, you'll see a graphic or picture that gives you a little bit of an idea of what that application is. Underneath that, you will find a description of that application. All tiles do have a blue action link at the bottom. And then some tiles have 3 dots in the bottom right corner, which will bring up additional resources such as the Help Center for that specific application. One of the most basic ways to organize our tiles is to hover over a tile in the top left corner until our cursor becomes a 4-pointed star, and then we have the ability and click and drag those tiles into a different location. Personally, I like to move my most often used tiles up to the top couple rows. As I scroll down this list, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to find a specific application. In that case, what I can do is use a Find an App button, and I can start typing in the name of a specific app. So if I was trying to find the MarketQuest app, simply start typing in that name, and it will narrow down my results to only that application. If I am browsing all of the available tiles and something is not displaying in the default view, I may have to click the Add an App button and add that tile back to my default view. I can do that by simply clicking on an application and then clicking on the Add button. On a similar note, if I wanted to hide a tile that I don't use, if I hover over an application, I can simply click on the X in the top right corner, and it will hide that from view. If I ever want to then bring that tile back to my default view, I can simply, again, click on Add App, select it, and click Add. Continuing on getting familiar with my CB Desk, I do want to bring your attention to the icons in the top right corner. The first is the 9 cube, and that will bring up an additional way to view all of the different tiles organized by type. The second icon represents favorites, and this is a way where I can add external URLs to make them easily accessible. So if I just wanted a very quick link to access my MLS dashboard, for example, I can simply click on Add a New Favorite, type in the URL for my MLS dashboard, give it a name, and then say Add to Favorites. The next very important icon will allow me to access the Help Center, and this is the Help Center for all of the different applications, and it will allow me to access additional training resources, FAQs, etc. The bell icon represents company notifications, and this is a way to just kind of help me keep track of what is going on in terms of desk and company notifications. Over on the left side, I do have links to my company's intranet. And this will allow me to access things such as company news, marketing, advertising, social media strategies, my business support documents, awards and production information, etc. If I ever have trouble finding a certain thing in this intranet or resource center, I can also utilize the search function at the very top of the screen as well. So now that we've become a little bit more familiar with my CB Desk, I do want to highlight the Profile Manager. And Profile Manager allows us to conveniently manage and update our profile data, and then that profile data is syndicated to other company applications, notably the MoxiWorks suite. To access the Profile Manager, I can click on my headshot in the top right corner of Desk, and then click on the option for My Profile. When I click on the button, it is going to bring up a screen similar to this. And what we're going to do is just work top to bottom, left to right through all of these options. You will notice that there are 5 different tabs here in this section, and we will walk through all of the different options available in every one of those. Starting from the top, a very important check is to make sure that the switch is on to display our profile on Coldwell Banker consumer sites. Underneath that, we do have the ability to upload or update our business headshot, as well as personal logos if we have those. And underneath that, we are going to work through the first tile, which is the About Me tile. At the top of this section, you'll notice that there is name information. And if you try to click on any of these fields, we do not have the ability to edit them. Certain information in these sections is automatically generated from the licensing department. And in order to make changes to our preferred nickname or our preferred name or our nickname, for example, we do have to reach out to the licensing department. In contrast, there are things that we can directly edit. For example, if we wanted to update our bio, we can do that through this text editor. This will allow us to copy and paste from another text editing application or type that information directly into this box. I also have the ability to upload a bio video. So if I recorded a video introducing myself, my business, and the value that I bring to my clients, uploaded that to YouTube, for example, I could then copy and paste that YouTube URL, and it would then be featured on Coldwell Banker's consumer websites. Here I can also add other languages that I may speak, as well as professional designations or specializations that I have earned. If I have made any changes to any of these pages, I do want to click the Save button in the bottom right to make sure that those changes are saved. Moving on to the next tab for Contact Info. Again, at the top, you will see email address. This is another field that cannot be changed. You'll see that I also have the ability to update my phone number and my home email address, my home mailing address. This address is only seen within Profile Manager. It's not shared publicly on consumer sites. Moving on to the next tab for office information. The most important thing here is to make sure that your NRDS number and your MLS ID have been correctly entered. Other Coldwell Banker applications, again, notably the MoxieWorks suite, do use this MLS information. The next tab is the Social tab. And this makes attracting and engaging your clients on social media a lot easier by displaying this profile information on your Coldwell Banker consumer site, on your Moxie website, etc. So you do want to make sure that you copy and paste the URL for your real estate website, your Facebook business account, your Instagram account, etc. into these fields, and then click the Save button. The last tab is the Lead Settings menu. This allows you to set vacation mode, where you will not receive leads for dates that you've selected, update your lead contact info, your preferred CRM, and your availability information. These updates are then synced back to the Leads Engine app, which is the way that leads are distributed to you. So you do want to make sure that your lead contact info has been updated to your preferences. You do have the ability to be notified of leads by phone call or text or both, and those options can be switched on using these buttons here. You also want to make sure that your lead notification email is correctly set up and that your preferred CRM is selected. In general, you do want to confirm that MoxieWorks has been selected as your preferred CRM, otherwise known as Moxie Engage. What this means is that if any leads are received through the Leads Engine system, such as through your Moxie website, that lead information is automatically going to be uploaded into your Moxie Engage CRM. You also have the ability to select when you are able to receive lead notifications down in this bottom section. Hopefully now you are feeling a little bit more comfortable with my CB Desk and Desk Profile Manager. I'm going to switch back to my slides and we are going to conclude this presentation. I do want to remind you of our next available appointment service, where you can book a 20-minute solution-oriented virtual appointment with one of our 100+ marketers and meet with them in as little as 2 business hours. You can book these appointments Sunday through Friday for support on a dozen of core marketing tools at nextavailableappointment.com or by using the app on CB Desk.